Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action Pact, the D&D web show featuring our homebrew world of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. Before we get into our episode, we want to thank Gilding Light for the space to stream our show, as well as the community in which to socialize, which you can find on Discord using the links that appear in the banner below. In the banner, you'll also find our Twitter page, _Istoria, to keep up with any news regarding the show, the world, and all other sorts of goodies we post out there. We also want to give a thank you to Sirenscape for providing the music for most of the Gilding Light shows. We use Arkenforge here, but we recommend both of them for all of your music and atmospheric sound needs. Little different format from how we've normally done things. We have a little preview, or not preview, but a recap of the last episode, so if you'll bear with me for a moment. As we pick up our story from the last game, we return to a tired party. After having a tense discussion with a cultist referred to as Master Varga, the group was informed of an organization known as the Cult of the Shattered. An interest in the crystals the party had, the cultists and the party members decided that a small gift would make amends and be fitting before parting ways peacefully. Without a desire to stay any longer at the orchard in which they were staying, the party made travel that night, getting an uneasy sleep on the cart ride back to Milvain. Upon their return, the party exchanged their returned crystals to the Prismatic Brew potion shop for gold, but were intercepted by the sheriff after exiting the building. Being brought back to the barracks, they were questioned regarding the details of their encounter with the bandits 2 days prior. After seeing no ill intent regarding lingering within the party, she told them that she suspects that there may be agents within her police force working against the city, as the mage was violently killed while locked within the basement cells. The party was allowed to view the bandits' confiscated belongings, finding various ties back to Ortharm, before heading to the cell to review the body. Discovering that the murder was committed through a magical, if not supernatural means, the party was attacked by a lingering malevolent spirit and its reanimated corpse within the cell. Having dispatched the creature, the sheriff conveyed her appreciation to the party and their cooperation in rooting out whatever caused this attack. Tired, the party gathered their things, retrieved their carts, and left the barracks, which is where we pick up. So, you find yourselves a little worn down after the ensuing battle, but all in all, still within decent spirits. Dorgirin appears to have this kind of more tired look in his eye than the rest of the party, and kind of just takes a back seat for, the next leg of this adventure.
We're tired. It's noon.
You tired, buddy?
Oh, you should probably go lay down.
Snap into my Slim Jim.
All right. Well, hey, I was kind of hoping that maybe we could go hit up a shop, because I'd like to get these hag things identified.
That's a great idea, Bog.
Because I've been carrying like this weird cursed staff for like days now.
Has it talked to you yet?
Not yet, but
I'd
I
like to
haven't
get
used it, so.
this broom identified. I feel like
Yeah.
there's something really special about it.
Wait, is that what happened to your face?
Wait, what?
Is that what's been happening to your face?
Wait.
I mean, your face has been changing. It's got like this weird, like, sprouty thing on it, like here and
Oh no, see.
and like here.
No, see, that's
I think your ears got longer.
Oh no. Are you messing with me?
No, I'm dead serious.
All right, well, I don't have a mirror around here.
I
Might have
think
to
you
change
look
your
the
name
same.
to Moderately Handsome Bog.
Moderately?
Don't be mean to him.
What? God, hurts my
You
feelings.
look very handsome, Bog.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
People don't say that enough.
Very handsome.
I'm joking, you still look the same.
Looks overrated.
I don't know. I'm gonna go to this shop now. Here we go. Lead them to a shop.
Okay, which shop are you trying to find?
We'll go to the one that has magic items.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah.
So you're looking around for any sort of rumors, signs of a shop like that.
21.
21, okay. So, after having stayed in Milvain for a greater extent than the rest of the party, You do recall hearing about some sort of magic item shop. Although you were interested, you didn't really have the means of, purveying any of their goods.
I didn't have any money.
No. But you kind of retrace your steps, and you find what is known as the Laystone Focused. It is a brick building with ivy growing from the top of the building, extending down a couple feet down the walls. As you walk inside, there's a stone archway, no door. And as you walk in, you see stone floors with 4 standing display cases in the center of the room. And a long counter wrapping around the room, also stone. In fact, most of the items within the room in terms of the furniture and the furnishings are all stone. Behind the counter, stone shelves are fixed to the walls, and a curtained doorway leads to the back. The only item that you see that actually, outside of the magic items for sale, that isn't made of rock. Among the dozen of items in the room, you also see some small stone statues kind of interspaced between all of the different magical items that you assume are likely for sale within the shop.
Right.
And after you walk inside, pause for just a moment, and you see a male wood elf walk out from behind the curtained area. He has dark brown skin. He has a black bearded ponytail going down the back of his head. He wears these kind of loose-fitting robes, and he has 2 rings on both of his hands, pierced ears, pierced septum, and he has this one hammer to his side that kind of catches your eye as being slightly unusual. Looks like it's almost made out of rocks itself, too. As he walks in, he's 6'3". He's got a pretty strong build and kind of a strong jawline, which, despite his half-elven ears, you see he has just these kind of like more rugged features. But as he walks up, he greets you. Hello, welcome to the Laystone Focused. I'm Corfer. Welcome to my shop. How may I help you?
Hello there.
Laystone Focused.
Laystone Focused, yes.
Okay.
Cool. I didn't want to interrupt you doing all the description. I was gonna say, before we go in, do we want to contemplate getting info on the big crystal?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Let's
We
feel
could ask.
Sure.
maybe get some more
I don't think
information.
this guy will kill us. He's running a bit. That's bad for business.
Yeah, that's true. You're sure.
Give us a little more info
Yeah.
on the
And there's no door for anybody to break down at us.
That's right.
Also true.
That's true.
less self-defense.
Let's do that.
Okay.
So,
Right.
then we fast forward back to that.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Hello.
What'd you say your name was?
Corfer.
Corfer.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm Bonzar.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I was hoping to get this staff identified.
Oh, you're not looking to purchase items, more so
But no, I'm
identification?
definitely looking to purchase items as well. That's the first thing I've like to do.
Okay.
Let them know it's buying power.
Do you identify things?
I do, yes. Not normally one of the services I offer, but I can cast identify. Are you looking for more of a speedier kind of casting? It does cost a little extra, but if you give me a moment, I can cast it in a slightly reduced rate.
What are we talking about?
It'll be 10 minutes for me to be able to identify it in a kind of slower manner, but if you're looking for something a little faster, then be a little more costly.
What are the going rates?
Yeah.
5 gold for a quickened casting, and 1 gold for the 10-minute offering.
I mean, you can take your time. We'll peruse.
Yeah, that's true. Also, we have this broom that probably needs to be identified as well.
Would you like me to take a look at that too?
I would love that.
Okay. Kind of offers it.
Sweet. Pull it around.
Anything else?
And this crystal.
Oh yeah.
So the one of the large ones then. Okay. Was this the one that was formerly a bomb? No, you used that one already. Yeah.
Yes.
So
We did use the bomb.
This one is just
This
one
was
of the
one
two.
of
this was the
just
one of
the
the two.
big
Right.
crystal,
Okay.
yeah.
Just want to be sure we're on the same page.
We're
Okay.
being good hanglers here.
Oh,
Kind
so
of-
we're actually going to show him the crystal, not just ask
Yeah, I was gonna
about
wait
the
and have a-
crystals.
I was gonna have a conversation about it, but
Too late. It's out.
Yep, it's out. It's in the hands.
I'm the leader now.
So it is. I need to ask, where did you come across such a large find?
We can talk about that later when we get to the bargaining.
Okay.
It was difficult and disgusting.
it was fun.
Ew.
I'll be interested to hear about it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If you give me a few minutes, I'll head to the back of the shop. Feel free to peruse any items you'd like to have a look at. Make a list if you like, and I can come back and tell you more about them.
I assure you, the world is now a better place.
You say so.
I would like to look for a small figure that looks like a rook.
Okay.
I mean, I know what it is, and I'm hoping that the DM does.
I do. So he walks into the back of the shop. You see him just kind of move the oh my gosh, the curtain aside. Jeez, couldn't remember the name of the thing.
Rug moves the rug.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my mind was just going rug.
The
I'm
wall
like,
rug.
It's not a rug. Not a rug.
Situation.
So yeah, moves the curtain aside and walks back there. While he's back there, let me take a look at some of passive perception. Actually, what are your passive perceptions while you're all looking around?
13.
Okay.
11.
Okay. 13.
That was
16.
16.
that looked like a 31.
Yeah.
31.
My brain does good.
Yeah, no, you're good. 12 and above. You do hear what sounds like a kind of slower, but a light casting of arcane rituals. You hear these kind of sharp sounds pierce the air. But you also hear these kind of knocking sounds too that you don't quite necessarily expect, but you're sure he's probably doing exactly what he offered back there.
Is it, did he mean 10 minutes total or 10 minutes each?
Each.
We'll find out. I mean, we're just gonna be
All right.
perusing. I mean,
Yeah. So, as you look through the shop, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Not 15.
Okay. So moving around, you do see the kind of smaller kind of little statues, and most of them appear to be either some sort of small animal or like a little suit of armor. They almost look more like figurines than like some sort of like chess pieces or anything like that. However, you do find one that is a small, like little tower-looking object.
Do I really?
You do.
Yes. I've wanted this for so long.
Do we notice anything that's him acting weird?
Well, I don't know that your
Come on,
character-
Tibbs. Come
Yeah.
on.
Fine. That's a pretty little trinket.
Thank you.
You want to talk about it?
No, I just always wanted one of these.
Okay.
what's it do?
Looks cool.
That it does.
Yes.
Do you want to make an insight?
Yeah, do it. Go.
I mean, that's kind of what I was alluding to.
Okay. 10. Did you get a 9 again?
6.
So,
What does it really do?
Oh, like I said, it looks cool. You don't believe me?
Sure.
It grows. Grows
Like how much?
a bit.
Like enough to fit inside?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Do I know what it is?
I'm gonna say you can make an Arcana check.
Because I'm not a learned magical.
Well, let me ask this: are you trained in Arcana?
I'm proficient in Arcana.
You're proficient. Okay, so then you can go ahead. You can make a roll.
Okay. You were not good to me, so be good to me. That's a 10.
10. You're certain it's a magical item,
We are in a magic shop. You are perceptive.
but
Who
yeah,
would've thought?
you don't know exactly what the details of the item are, but you're sure that based off of his enthusiasm and what he's described about it, it is probably some kind of like growing tower.
Ooh, do the magic eye thing in here.
Oh, yeah, you could do that.
It's gonna give me a headache.
You would probably go blind.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do it when we have, if we want to make sure that things are, it's 10 minutes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit until he's done. I want to make sure that the items that we get back are still magical as well. So,
Understood.
um,
Does anybody else want to look for things?
I'm not looking for anything specific, just anything. I don't know what his wares are.
Well, you see all manner of magical items within the shop. You see some finished suits of armor. You find small weapons, casting focuses. This is a very filled and seemingly unguarded magical item shop.
Okay.
Yeah, that means it's guarded. I bet all those little statues come to life if you rob it. I would not.
Yeah, I would put
Would not.
money on that.
I kind of want to look for some either armor or maybe a dagger or sword,
Okay.
scimitar.
Yeah, I mean, you see all of them.
Yes.
The shop is spacious in its size. It's a good 20 feet wide and 30 feet long. And there are, the primary display cabinets have several smaller items, but behind the counter you see what you assume are probably the more expensive items. And you do see that there are some armor stands with various suits of armor.
Are they all like plates, or are they like leathers and stuff too?
Oh no, you see
Okay.
half plates, you see plates, you see, well, not plates plural. You see a half plate suit of armor, you see a full plate suit of armor. You do see studded leather, you see scale mail. There's quite a few offerings.
Like, this man's walking around with enchanted multiple plates. All plate.
Well played.
Is there anything like light magical armor that it's not so heavy for a little rent?
I mean, like, studded
Specifically
is
light
like-
armor or
Like, I don't know, elven.
things that don't
Stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
You don't immediately. It is a pretty open display. You don't see what looks like elven chain. However, you do see a band that
Okay.
you may not. You get the inference that it has some sort of protective qualities to it, like a waistband in particular.
A waistband?
Mhm.
Okay. Is it pretty?
It is beautifully both not engraved per se, but has like this kind of gold filigree on the sides. And to that point, a lot of the armor and items you see here have some sort of either gold or silver, maybe even platinum made into the item. It's all like it is magical, but it's also very showy.
I feel like that's asking for something, but it's so pretty.
It's very nice, yeah.
It is. Did we divvy up the money from
We did.
the watermelon?
Oh, yeah, we did.
We did.
It was
Okay.
32 gold per person.
Thank you.
'cause you
I
guys-
don't think I added that.
I tossed you a pouch.
Thanks.
Did not take mental inventory.
I did not.
After a few minutes, several minutes actually.
All the minutes.
Yeah. Unless you guys wanted to look through anything else.
You know, that's all I wanted. I'm so happy.
If you had something specific in mind, we can also kind of retroactively come back to that.
Okay.
But Corfer comes out from the back, and you see him holding the crystal underneath his arm, and then both the staff and the broom underneath the other one. As he walks out, you see him kind of like push the curtain aside with the broom handle, broom and staff, kind of wedges his way out. Well, I've got your items here. Walks over to the counter, sets the large crystal up first. That was an interesting find. We'll come back to that. These two items, though. He sets down the broom. This is your standard broom of flying. I don't know
That's
how you
pretty
came
floaty.
across this, but given the staff, you can only assume that given its nature with the magics inherent in it, you fought a hag.
We did.
We did do that, yeah.
I'm assuming you were victorious, pulling these items away from her at least.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, the staff is unusual in nature. Hag magic doesn't have a specific purpose to it exactly, but it can be used as a magical weapon. This would be a first level enchantment. It does have some focus abilities too, so if you wanted to use it as a spellcasting focus, you could do that as well.
Alright.
The crystal. Well, it's so. You see him kind of pause for a moment and think. This size storing could be used for quite a lot of good. And if you're interested in selling it, I'd be interested in purchasing it. It in itself, as of right now, doesn't have any practical use unless you intended to do something with it. So,
What would you offer for something like that?
500 gold pieces?
We got ripped off.
What?
You see like a very
I am.
downtrodden smirk, like a.
I'm very much not surprised by this.
Oh no.
Rin is not surprised, but her eyes sparkle a little bit, and she goes, "What kind of things can you do with Story?"
Oh, well, honestly, applications are endless. It has, I don't want to say limitless potential, but I mean, it can be used as a substitution for arcane components. Basically, swap them out. They could be used as a method to channel certain spells. It can be used to infuse items. It has a lot of different potentials. It's quite adaptable. It's unique material. Something that, like I said, it's a rare find.
Well, it was a rare battle.
You found this with the hag?
Oh yeah, she was trying to do some
Yeah,
research
yeah,
or
we did.
something. It was really messed up.
She had some tainted ones too.
Yeah,
Did you kill her?
we did.
Oh yeah. Actually, we got her head outside.
Oh. I was more so interested if she happened to live and she had more, then I'd want to go retrieve them,
Oh
but...
no,
I know. We blew that place up.
we
Yeah,
did.
okay.
With
Well,
one of those.
Not really. No, it was a different.
It was a different
It was a
type.
different kind.
It was a bomb.
It was a
Good
bomb
story.
crystal. No.
I'm assuming it's probably infused with some sort of evocation magic
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then...
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I know
are
magic.
we in business?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you say about the broom?
It's
The broom of flying.
How does it work?
Well, there's a certain incantation you have to recite with it, but it can be adjusted if you are willing to take the time to work with it. I could actually show you if you wanted to do that.
Yes.
Okay, sure. I take it you have some sort of arcane ability. You do seem like you have it, if you don't mind me saying.
He hears in his mind, I have some.
You hear back in your own. Interesting. Well, good to know. So,
What's happening?
well, so
Oh,
this,
Lord.
this one's for free. This is an interesting day. So he kind of goes over it with you. Once you, during the attunement, you can transcribe the word that you want to use to levitate with it. And activate it, basically.
I'm so excited, you guys! I can fly!
We need to get you one of those pointy hats.
Oh yeah, I know. A really nice hat store.
I don't
Does
know
it make
anything
you
about
more
it.
aerodynamic?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah,
I actually have some as well. They're spellcasting focuses, but mostly for wizards, though. To be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't want to be. I'm not that kind.
Would you like to purchase that staff? Are you interested at all?
Yeah, it's not normally what I work with, but I can repurpose it. Sure.
All right.
Let's see, for something like this. Well, we could work it out in store credit, or we could do a transaction. This one would be worth 500 gold pieces too. Or if you wanted to use store credit, we could do that instead.
How much is this? With the little tower up there.
Oh, so you were interested in this. One's kind of expensive. That one's 75,000 gold pieces.
So, what exactly is that?
It just does a little bit of magic, huh?
Instant fortress. You basically, after reciting
in front
the
of me like that.
after reciting the incantation, it will create a square tower, 20 feet on a side, 30 feet high.
And you just have all these things just chilling out here.
Oh, absolutely.
Very confident man.
Well, my shop is well guarded.
Oh, trust me, I think he's quite capable.
Thank you.
What does this belt do?
Oh, belt over here. Belt of defense. It's basically kind of like your bracer enchantment, but I modified it to work on a belt instead. A little bit more fashionable if you want to use bracers for something else. So +2 to armor class, but you can't be wearing armor when you're using it.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a belt of protection?
Defense.
Belt of defense. Yeah.
How much would that run?
Those ones are. Let me check my book here. You see him kind of flip through it. That one is 6,000 gold pieces. It does take quite a large amount of time to create these items.
Oh, sure.
I may not look it, but I'm actually quite old.
Oh, you don't look a day over
300.
300.
Well, thank you.
What does bring you to these parts?
Well, the area. Some unique things happening in Milvain.
Really? Like what?
I don't know if you've been there yet, but the Cruz Cove Institute, they have a very interesting study of the arcane. Kind of a fusion of both magic and nature. It's unlike anything I've seen.
I'll definitely have to check that out.
Sorry. Do you happen to have anything lesser, maybe? Like a set of bracers? A little bit on the less expensive side. We're still just getting out in this whole thing.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, if you're looking for something more, maybe single use, those items are a bit more economic, if you will. I do have a couple other kind of smaller items. They're more, what would they be? More like utility purpose, if you will. He takes out a small helm from behind the counter. He sets it on the top. It looks basically like your typical kind of stone cap. This is a helm of comprehend languages. Allows you to basically cast comprehend languages as a spell, but you cast it from the helmet instead. This one's 500 gold pieces. Pulls up orb, white. Looks almost kind of like one of those. Oh gosh, what are they called? Like the styrofoam balls that are used for like illumination. He sets it up. This is a standard drift globe. You can use it to basically cast the light spell. It'll hover behind you though, so you don't have to worry about carrying it. You can actually cast daylight from them too, but that's a once per day kind of thing. Have some necklaces of fireballs. They're used already though, so they have less speeds than you'd want. Scroll of protection, kind of like he's filtering through a bunch of just items behind the counter at this point. Those are kind of the cheaper ones. I do have one weapon. It's a little on the enchantment on it does work, but it's more it's harder to activate, if you will. But it'll deal extra damage if you happen to like land that exact blow that you want. We call them vicious weapons.
What kind of weapon is it?
Well, I have a list in the back, so if you're willing to, give me a moment, I can filter through to find whichever one you want.
Do you have anything that could, say, be used specifically for a magic user, whether it's someone who's relatively easy to hit, might give them a little more protection, or something that might give you a little extra firepower, maybe imbue it with some spells to use for later, rather than using them that day?
Sure. Those ones, well, those items typically do cost a little something extra.
Sure.
If
Something to save up for, maybe.
Sure. Well, what did you have in mind? Anything in particular, or just kind of general use?
Yeah, something for protection, increase AC, or like a ring of spell storing.
Okay. Ring of spell storing, that one's pretty expensive. It's kind of the effectively second tier level enchantment. That one's going to be 19,000 gold pieces. The protection, though, that's not the right one. There we go. If you're looking for a cloak of protection, that would be 3,500.
What's that cloak that gives them disadvantage?
Displacer cloak?
Displacement.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Now, if you can actually slay displacer beasts and bring me some of the organs, I can use that to make the enchantment shave a little bit off the top then.
Wonderful.
How much was that tower again?
7,500. I'm sorry, 75,000 gold pieces.
75,000, that's what I thought he said.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have, like, financing? Or payment plan of some kind?
Not exactly, no. But if you're willing to do some work,
So you got
we
any
could
jobs?
potentially work it out in trade.
What kind of work?
Well, if you're just starting out as a group of adventurers, it might be a little bit above your station.
We took down a hag.
That's true.
Ooh, do you know any more of them?
Hags? I try not to deal with them, no. But there are magical items that I do need, and certain arcane components that are a little harder to find. Tell you what kind of work are you looking for in terms of environment? If you had to choose.
It kind of pays.
Well, I like to travel, so
Is travel okay with you?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I don't have any problem with it.
I'd love to see the mountains.
Do you know where any of these displacer beasts are?
Yeah, you'll typically find them in the forests.
Go hunting those.
Yeah, they're kind of apex predators. They're a little harder to kill, but if you do find one and manage to slay it, I'd be willing to pay. But one of the things that I often need are often in the ruins of kind of the years past, millennia past specifically in this world. You may or may not be familiar with it, but there have been a few kind of disasters that have happened. So they're harder to get into. I don't expect you guys to necessarily go in there anytime soon, but if you did find yourselves within them later on, know that you have a buyer here.
yeah, great, yeah, yeah.
Basically relics of the past. That's what I'm more so interested in. Stone ones if you can find them in particular.
Sure,
We
put it on the list.
we came across an interesting relic once, but it was in someone's possession. I don't know. Oh gosh, I can't remember their name. Something about shattering or something. Does that ring a bell at all?
Shattering.
Yeah,
The Shattering?
maybe. I can't quite remember really.
Might have been the Shattered City.
Maybe that might have been
That
it. Have
sounds
you ever
right.
heard of that in relation to your old relics or anything? I'm not sure if they're like an archaeological group or what have you. I don't know if you've ever heard of them in your circles.
I can't say that I've heard of. You said them?
Yeah.
Archaeological group?
Yeah, maybe or something. I don't know. They seem to have some special talents similar to
They were
mine.
very interested in the history of the gods.
Indeed.
Well, if they're an archaeological group that are interested in the history of the gods, I mean, those records are well told within the temples and churches of this world. I don't understand what they're digging through the years past for, but not in particular, no.
Okay. They just seem like an interesting group, so I didn't know. You being such an interesting individual.
No.
What are
Like
the-
calls to like and all that.
what were those vicious like daggers going for? Roundabout.
They would be actually, like I said, they're on the kind of more first tier level enchantments. 350 gold pieces.
Fun. What about like a dex ring?
A ring. Yeah.
Ring of dexterity. Sorry.
Those ones, if they were actually imbuing your kind of
you would
core nature, they're a little bit
basic.
more expensive.
No, are they? Okay. I just want one.
Those ones would be in the realm of about 3,000 gold pieces.
I slightly regret not caring about gold now.
Yeah, yeah. You gave up a lot of gold. Well,
Done fine the way I am.
I'll at least sell you this staff.
Oh, great.
500 gold, yeah.
Absolutely. Did you want to work it out and trade?
Is there anything you guys really wanted? I mean, clearly I haven't unlocked this tower yet, so I can't get it, so...
No, nothing I
How do
can
you
get
make a
yet.
tower like that?
Very carefully. You actually have to work backwards.
What's a bag of holding go for?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Do you have those?
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the more popular ones amongst the adventurers.
Good call.
That one is 2,000 gold pieces. I'll tell you what.
how
If
much
you're willing to
gold do we
part with the staff and the crystal, I'll trade you for the bag of holding.
Are we selling the thing?
Well, so he just said he'd do the staff and the crystal for the bag.
Right.
That's 50%.
But
That's a fair price.
do we need that crystal as a bargaining chip later on?
No.
With people that we might talk to on that stone?
I'm thinking.
What bargaining chip?
Hi. You haven't been the only person.
Hi.
You're in my shop.
You haven't been the only person interested in the crystal.
They're very popular.
We've been approached by numerous people so far
Oh,
since getting it
Yeah.
a few days ago.
so it's a bidding war then.
Pretty much.
A bit, yeah.
But
made a
you
mistake
seem
with the
by
first
far
one.
and away the more
That's
up
right,
and
we
up
did.
choice.
Well, thank you. I like to think that, person running a shop is trying to just make means in this world.
Right.
And he kind of moves one of his earnings, if, making a well-paid one, but I do well.
Do you have any kind of communication devices?
Looking for more sending stones or something.
Or something that, if you get stranded from your party within a certain distance, you could still talk to them.
Like an earring of communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make those.
Yeah, walkie-talkie.
Wonderful. How much would
A
those
what?
go to make? Yes, a walkie-talkie. You walk
This
and you talk,
penny.
it's a walkie-talkie.
You can set
Oh,
that
I see.
to us.
He's in marketing.
Yeah.
I could use your services.
We'll see.
Well,
I'm willing
it
to
was-
provide them.
It was more of a joke. I do appreciate
Oh,
it. Sorry.
Well, we'll
You
definitely
hear
be
me out?
sure to,
As you can see, I'm doing quite well.
well, if we run into anyone in the area, we'll definitely be sure to send them your way if they're looking for wares.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Well, the earrings would run, if you're looking individually, each one would cost 500 gold pieces. So, depending on how many you wanted, I could make as many as you needed. I do have to make the enchantment at that same time, though. So, I could make additional ones, but it gets more difficult.
So one for each is 25. I know.
What?
Like if we.
2,500?
Yeah.
They would work up to a mile.
Just
Wonderful. That might be something to look into, you all.
Well, I suppose, would you give us just a moment to confer real quick about the crystal and the possible deal with the bag of holding?
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Sure. You see him walk back and back to the shop.
Stage whisper.
Yes.
We're just going to assume he can hear everything.
It would
We
be
can
fair
walk
to
outside.
Yeah, what do you want to do? You want a bag of holding, or you want 100 gold each? And we keep the crystal.
What was the other thing? Because the shattered one, the crystal, and then who else? The brewer's not getting
The
that
brewers,
crystal.
obviously. The cult wants it. The ogre commune. You know.
Well,
Well, they gave it
almost.
to us.
I know, but they didn't want to. I'm sure they'd take it back or pay us for it.
Well,
we
I
need to
have
do
a
that.
feeling we haven't heard the last of the other interested party.
Right.
And
So that tells me the more we have the crystal, the more they're going to come for us.
maybe, or
That's
there
right.
might be other things that they're interested in down the road, or maybe we stumble into more crystals down the road.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he
doesn't know we have the other one.
No, the leader of the ogres gets here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something there too. If we need to cross that road, I think there are other options. But I think making inroads with this vendor might be advantageous if we're planning to stay in the area.
I mean, by far, he's given us the best deal we've been given so far.
Indeed.
I want to kind of go punt that little gnome.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wonder if they know this word.
We should have negotiated free drinks for life.
For life, yeah.
I mean, I had to argue with her for an extra, 20 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Before
might have been 18 gold.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Before we leave here, I want to get a list. Like, see if he has a list of materials he wants, so we can
Yeah,
refer to
just
that.
find things as we go. That's a great idea, yeah.
That
Keep
works.
them in this bag of holding.
Well,
But for the
That'll pay
time,
for itself.
for the time being, though, we are in agreement that we're cool with a bag of holding.
I'm down with that.
I'm happy with
Solid.
that.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I will-
Break.
You see the whole group break. Sir.
I am not a part of that.
Yes,
Rin
you
is just
are.
like,
I have to jump to reach it.
All right, Corfer, we've made a decision.
Yes, and what have you decided?
We'll take you up on the offer of the 2 items for the bag of holding.
Oh, great.
And then let us get as comprehensive a list as you've got for things you're looking for.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't have anything exactly in mind right now, but I can come up with a few things, and if you're going to be in town for the next day, I can create a kind of laundry list for you, grocery list, if you
We'll
will.
be around.
Make a wish list. We'll do our best.
Okay.
Well, it's like a scavenger hunt.
God, yeah, that's a great way to look at it.
I love it.
If you get it done,
Positive.
and you have time before, we're staring at the weary eye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, Rose, she's the best.
She is the
is.
sweetest.
What do you charge to enchant a door to keep it, to make it just a little stronger so it doesn't get kicked down as easy?
Was Rose's door kicked down recently?
Yeah.
It was.
Cut down, really.
Tell you what. We're going to be in business together. I'll do it pro bono.
Thanks.
Very
Yeah,
generous.
she would appreciate that.
We were great
Rose is very
weavers.
sweet. She deserves to be kept,
Safe.
exactly.
Absolutely.
It's so great that everybody here takes care of Rose. I mean, we got,
They really do.
the nice lady at the woodworking shop to build her a brand new door.
And a chair. It was quite sweet. She's just the sweetest lady.
She is. Well, to be honest, we were all pretty big fans of the Weary Eye, but, well, Stuart passed away, and that left her by herself. And honestly, it's hard to see a good business, a local one, kind of go under. So,
Yeah, shame what happened to Stuart, right?
man. I'm laughing, not Corfu.
Oh, wasn't that her husband's name?
Yeah.
Terrible,
Rose and
terrible
Stewart.
thing that happened to Stuart.
Just poor Rose.
I break every time. Well, he takes out. You see him actually reach from underneath the cabinet and pull out a small, looks like just an unassuming, satchel basically, and sets it on the top. Well, 1 bag of holding for 1 crystal and staff.
Great. Who's holding it?
I got it.
All right, then.
Holding the bag of holding. There you have it. Well, I'll swing by the Wary. Is it the Wary or the Weary? I can't remember anymore.
Yes.
It's kind of both.
Okay.
It's the letters have fallen off a bit. We're gonna work on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll swing by. That's right. I'll swing by the Wary Eye later today. Then I'll give you the list then.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. We'll let Rosie know you're to expect you, and maybe we'll put on a little extra dinner.
Oh, that sounds nice. Thank you. Can you make sure that this is going to sound like an unusual request? If you have any sort of like gold flakes, you can put it in it.
Gold flakes
Mhm.
to put in the food.
Yes, my bowl specifically. I'm assuming it's a stew or something like that.
Do you have something to flake? I could flake a gold piece if you.
You know what? I'll bring my own. It's fine.
Okay.
Thank you though.
If you want to give me some, I can give it to Rose. She can
Big
put it
fan
in.
of gold flakes, eh?
Oh, I do like to have I have expensive tastes, if you will.
Oh.
He likes to eat money, guys.
If you want, I
That's
can,
why your
I
tower is
can
75.
give a vial
Yeah,
to
no
Rose. She
joke.
can put it in your, if you want
Uh,
it already, or just like seasoning.
No, I'll add it on.
Perfect.
It's an unusual request. I understand.
I bring my own salt just in case, so I completely understand.
You got salt?
Thank you.
Maybe.
Well,
That's why you're so salty.
is there anything else
Well,
I can
remember this.
No, I think that's all we got for now.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming to Laystone Focused. Appreciate your business, and we'll be in touch.
Tip my hat like this.
You see him kind of give this bow, and so it's kind of grand, but
It is very grand. I appreciate that. A little extra effort.
You should learn how to do a bow like
I
that.
adore
I
him.
might fall over.
But you gotta have grace.
I'm pretty top heavy.
I am too.
I don't know how to take that. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.
I just added a broom of flying to my equipment.
It's great.
I'm gonna be attuning to that
I'm glad,
tonight.
I'm glad somebody made out.
We got a bag of holding.
Your
Yeah.
desires were very high
I'm
though.
sorry.
Oh gosh.
Maybe
I've wanted one of those
someday.
for so long, you don't even understand.
And you didn't have
I
a
used to have a friend that I travelled with named Chapel, And we used to talk about it all the time. I even know what I would call it. It'd be great.
You knew all about this, but you didn't know the cost of one?
Well, I mean, I've never actually seen one. We've heard of them.
Well, now you know
We've
they
read about
actually
them.
exist. You've seen
But-
one
but yeah.
in real life.
Friend Chadwell had one, right?
We didn't have one, no. We just always wanted one. We were like, wouldn't this be nice? We're sleeping in the woods. This would be great if we could just sleep in a tower.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Never heard that.
Really?
What bard sings that?
Oh, he's from where I hail from. He might not have ever made it this far.
Hey, okay. Let's go to Rose.
So, as the party heads to the Weary Eye, you find a solid, well-carved wooden door in the frame. One that looks very well crafted, with slight elven kind of aesthetics to it, with a kind of beautifully carved, almost like vines, in the door frame itself. The door itself.
Oh, this is lovely. And you said it's like elven or dwarven?
Elven.
Elven.
In its kind of design. Yeah.
Oh, I think whatever
Whatever her name was.
whatever his name was. What's his
Who
name?
was it her?
No.
It made it.
The guy from the store.
I thought it was a her.
Corfer?
Corfer. I think
Okay.
whatever Corfer is going to do to this door will just go really nice with the aesthetics.
Oh yeah, totally. I bet he puts gold flakes in it.
Oh, I bet he does. Little gold dust around the edging, you know? Oh, it'd be so classy. We're really gonna turn this place around, Bog.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Are you?
Yeah.
I mean, I would really bring in, a bump to your night manager pay.
Well, I mean, I do what I gotta do.
You know, it'd be really good for business is if we made some friends.
We just did.
Exactly, but people who will come and drink here.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe we spruce it up a bit first. Make
That's a
it.
good plan, maybe.
I think the problem is really the clientele.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look what they're doing over at Prismatic Brews. Oh,
Right.
that's classy joint.
Well, obviously, but they're taking people for the king's ransom, apparently.
Yeah, we should take some notes.
Yeah.
I've never run it.
You know what we need? A breakfast ale.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yes.
We should turn this into a brunch joint.
We should! That's what all the upper class are doing these days. They're going out for brunch.
I mean, it works because, Rose is really old, so she probably doesn't sleep much and gets up real early.
It's true. It's true. She could
It's
have a
like-
whole buffet prepared. It could be like a grab your own.
So
Yeah.
we need to find a cook.
We do.
Isn't Rose the cook?
I feel like
She does, but she's. Oh, you had her eggs.
I didn't. I had the porridge because I got the eye with the eggs.
Yeah. Well, it ain't the best. She's the sweetest woman in town.
Should a breakfast beer be like citrusy, maybe orange?
Oh, you could do all sorts of things.
Could, or it could be something nice and heavy and like comforting.
We could definitely do mimosas.
Yeah. Does that
Absolutely.
exist? What's that?
We could definitely do.
Is that like Sunny Delight?
It's sure. Sunny D with a little bit of champagne in it.
What about those Bleeding Margarets?
Oh, the Margarets! Oh, my
Margaret! Yes!
I haven't had a bleeding Margaret in so long.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That might be a little easier to pull off than getting Sunny Delight here,
Can you
since
get
none
the
of us
good
can
stuff,
actually
good stuff.
infuse beer. Ale.
Guys, where have you guys been my whole life? Wonderful. Let's go in. We're just standing outside.
Yeah, we are. We're just standing here looking at the door.
So, as you walk inside,
It's a nice door.
It is. It really is.
as you walk inside, it's kind of between the lunch and dinner rush, although it's hard to say that there is much of a rush at the Weary Eye. As you walk in, you find that the place is empty, with only the exception of Rose behind the counter. As she looks out and smiles, she says, "Oh, you've all come back, Bog."
Yeah, we're
Great.
here.
It's a little livelier on the stuff I was hoping for the tavern side.
Oh, wow, that's a nice band you hired. Is that where all the money's going?
among other things, but it's good to see you.
Yes, you too.
Wasn't sure you were
Rose.
coming back.
Of course we was coming back. Absolutely. I'm glad they fixed the door.
Yes,
Wait, I think I
Yvonne
found
came by the other day,
Vacation
just
party.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's great.
Yep.
We actually just
Do you need
got
the other two?
another person to
Not right now.
swing by this evening. He will
Yeah.
put like some sort of.
It's actually a very good idea to favorite it.
Oh, it's very dark in here, Rose.
Right there.
Let me open a
No, I
window.
just don't close mine.
Oh no, I kind of like it. Sun hurts my eyes.
Okay, sure, whatever
We
you
need
want.
to get you some of those coverings that have the shaded bits.
Okay,
Protect you from the sun.
there's a cover of my whole face.
They're like, no, just your eyes. It's like a dimmer for your eyes.
Oh, okay, that sounds nice.
It's like always
like-
being in a shade tree.
It's like Bog's glasses, but they're dark.
Dark,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, yes, please find them.
Like sunglasses, if you will.
Sunny G's.
Sunny G.
Sonny Jeans!
I made a joke.
You did. It was very, very good.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love it.
You don't
No.
need to give yourself an inspiration dice for that.
What?
Sonny Jeans.
Sunny
Oh.
cheese.
That was
Yeah, so, anyway, we have a guy coming by later, and he's
Oh.
gonna enchant the door, so it's a little harder for people to knock it down.
Corfer.
An enchantment? Magic?
Yeah,
To
How
protect
much does
your
that
door.
cost?
free.
For
I-
you, Rose.
I don't understand.
We just owe him dinner. Can we rustle up some grub?
Yes,
Okay.
of course. Bog, you know the kitchen.
That I do.
I'll help you, Bog.
No, it's fine. Rose gave me a mission. I will complete that mission.
Oh, okay.
Off I go.
Thank you, Bog.
Off I go.
Still kind of cleaning up after lunch. You see her handling 2 plates.
Yeah, lot going on here.
Busy day today, Rose.
Ah, it was. Yes. Just walking.
Oh.
Hey Rose, any chance you could give me a loan for 75,000 gold?
Here, just. One of the plates just drops. What?
Never mind, I was just joking.
He saw something very shiny in a shop window and
I need your help, Bog.
I come back, but I'm wearing like rubber gloves.
the plate. You startled me with the.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
much?
That's all right, and I'll sweep it all up, and I will cast mending on it.
Nice. Oh, wonderful. I'm gonna go clean these then. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Are you sure you don't need that kind of money? Because I don't have it, and I don't know how to get it.
Rose, I wouldn't expect you to. Oh, it really was just a joke.
Okay, good.
Yes, sorry about that.
It's fine. Are you sure you don't need that kind of money? Because I can sell the place.
Oh my god.
oh.
Why are you so sweet? No, I don't want you to do that.
Okay. She goes back to the kitchen.
Forget the joke, I'm sorry. Go back to making food or whatever I'm doing back there.
Is the shop actually worth 75,000 gold?
Probably not.
Not even close.
Not in this state, anyway.
500 at best.
Oh,
The same as a piece of wood that we just sold.
I'm fine. Okay.
You can't breathe in liquids.
It's a bad idea, yeah.
Yeah. It's not ideal circumstances.
The body needs air to live.
It does. Yeah. And while
not one of those
liquids
water
do
gases.
often contain oxygen, it's not enough to breathe.
It's true.
Yeah.
So,
Too many hydrogens.
Yeah. One too many.
Bog, if you'd like to make a survival check,
Crap.
or some sort of, well, I'm trying to think, like, are you proficient with cooking supplies?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, then just make a D20 roll for me, please.
Okay.
And what are you making?
Guess I'm making a stew.
Okay.
It's gonna go great.
It's gonna be great.
Might even be
I
better.
mean, if you want to use survival, I'm pretty good.
No, this is well. Actually, you know what? If it's a stew, then yes, you may use your survival.
Yeah.
He needs a good plus.
That's 13.
Okay, 13's yeah. Making a stew is not terribly hard. So with your survival bonus, then you're able to do it. It's a good hearty meal. It's got a little bit of salt and pepper seasoning to it, and
right.
whatever you'd like to add.
Definitely gonna take out like a coin and like shave off some pieces into it
Nice.
just to see.
Sure.
So you're just gonna
Taste
use
it. What's it like?
Yeah, it's so it's pressed metal, so it's hard to do that.
Oh, I'm just.
So you're just gonna cut all of our intestines to shreds.
No,
no,
he's
I'm
only
just doing it for me. I was gonna do
Oh.
it on like a spoonful, and then I was gonna try
Okay.
it.
It is definitely like Goldschlager obviously has like some gold flakes in it, but what you're having now is not the same variety of gold.
I also didn't clean this coin. It's just,
Yep. So
A little extra protein.
it has a kind of definitely has a metallic taste to it, and it's not pleasant. It's not overwhelming, so it's not like completely ruined, but it's not good.
Fancy. Okay. I'll finish the stew and bring it out.
Okay. And
However long that takes.
anything else everyone wants to do during this time?
I'll just use prestidigitation on like a table or two and like make sure that they're extra clean chairs and areas. Open a window or two, air the place out a little bit.
Which definitely benefits from it, as there's a healthy amount of dust on some of the unused tables, which admittedly are a good amount of them, at least half. So you kind of
I'll get through as many tables as I can.
well, 6 seconds, so you got time.
Yeah.
So moving through, you kind of clean up the weary eye, and it's looking better. Granted, the floorboards are still uneven, chairs still don't match, but it's getting a little better.
Maybe a little paint on these chairs and tables. It could really be a kitschy look. Mismatched. Shabby chic.
Is the Weary Eye in sort of like a busier part of town, or is it like off the beaten path?
It wouldn't be off the beaten path per se, but it's in kind of one of the areas of town that's not defunct, but a little less traveled. So there are some buildings that are abandoned. Not too many though. It's not like in a shady part of town per se, but it's not in the nice one.
I'm trying to figure out if it's not busy because she can't keep up and she needs help, or if it's just not a busy place.
Like a bad location.
Yeah, you're inclined to think, given the area that is in town, it's probably more so that she can't keep up.
So we need staff.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it right now, being stiff. You guys, I was thinking,
This is our campaign now. We're just
we're business owners.
Business
Running
owners.
this out.
We're just playing business tycoon now.
Yeah, basically. I'm playing that game where you're a waiter though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that game where you have to like cook orders?
Yeah.
Overcooked?
So delicious.
Overcooked. Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
gonna play Overcooked now.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
That's
the
our game.
stream, just us doing that.
Yep.
God,
Strap in, everyone.
I was thinking maybe like outside we could put like a big attraction or something.
We could do like a help wanted sign first.
No. Hear me out. Like a giant rocking chair, and then people will come see it.
What about like a giant stone tower?
Don't hurt me like that. I don't appreciate it.
What would be really great is if there's like traveling artists or something that come through, maybe a bar or on your caravan. Maybe was there any kind of like a troupe, entertainment troupe, or something where we could work out. You could be like lodgings for entertainment, or some kind of barter share.
We could build a stage
We could.
in the corner, right over there,
Right
near the
over
hearth.
No, we'll just put up a sign that says throw a coin to your bard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toss a coin to your blood hunter. Yeah. That's a great song if you
Yeah.
hear it.
Oh, city of Melvane. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh goodness.
So, as everyone discusses the kind of different ideas they have for the bar, the Weary Eye, eventually Bogsar comes out with the meals for everyone. And you have a hearty stew prepared for you. After an hour of sharing conversation, you do eventually hear a knock at the door.
You want me to get that? Oh.
You don't have to knock, it's a tavern.
Should we have the door open if we're open?
That would probably be best, yeah.
Or
maybe we
some
could
kind of
just-
sign.
I will
Yeah,
go open
signage.
I'll go open the door.
Does anybody own any signage?
Are there
No.
any like torches
No.
or anything outside? Like, can we light any torches to like
Outside or inside the tavern?
outside?
There are a couple torches outside the tavern, yes.
Are they lit?
They were not, no.
Let's light those.
Well, yeah,
Isn't it daytime?
It's
It's like the afternoon.
it's
Yeah.
my favorite time of day.
Yeah, it's getting close to the evening. It's about 5 o'clock, you know,
Afternoon.
it's going to get a little later.
just I'm getting ready for the night, and it brings life.
Yeah.
I thought you were the marketing one.
Well,
Yeah, but during
I
the
don't
day.
have all the
you
answers.
need a sign during the day, probably. If she's open during the day. If we're doing the brunch thing.
Gosh, we have a lot to consider.
We do. So much to consider. Hello!
As Vidir opens up the door, you see Corfer walk in. Hello. I actually don't have that list for you right now, but I'm still working on it. There's kind of actually a laundry list of different items that I've been wanting for quite some time.
You got it.
So
Take your time.
I'll bring it by tomorrow.
We'll
But
be
I
around.
didn't want to, just leave you all kind of in the dust regarding the agreement we had.
Sure.
No, take your time. We'll be here till at least tomorrow.
At least tomorrow, probably the day after.
Probably a little longer, yeah.
Okay, great.
At least in the morning on the day after.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
be in the city at very least.
oh, good. Okay. Well, I don't really like leaving my shop terribly long unattended.
Understand.
Granted, it did close up, but do you guys have food here?
We
a little
have
We
hungry.
do.
stew.
I just made a stew.
Oh, great. If I don't mean to impose, but may I come in? I'll be happy to pay it too.
We offered.
Okay, great.
I mean, this is a tavern after all.
True. You see him walk in, and you see him kind of bend down, well beneath the doorway. That almost kind of looks a little odd. He's like, "I'm sorry, I'm just not used to open door all the time in my shop, so it's a little strange moving in here. But do you have a decent-sized chair for me? Kind of a bigger guy.
How tall do
Do
you
we?
look again?
He's 6'3",
What race was he?
half elf.
Is there a big
There's-
chair?
I'll bring him the chair that I was just sitting
Yeah,
in.
there's plenty. I mean, I'm a bugbear, and
Ah,
we got
great.
2 minutes. Yeah, this chair's.
Okay, good, thank you.
Yeah, you
I may
can
not
have
look
the-
it, but I'm actually quite a lot heavier than I look. So.
You can have the brand new one that we just had built.
Did you do enchanting on yourself?
In a manner, yeah.
He cashed in large.
Uh,
That sounds awful.
most half elves are my size. It's true. But yeah. So anyway, do you have the stew you mentioned?
Yes.
I did bring my own gold flakes too. You see him pull out this little shaker.
I'll bring him a bowl.
I like pull out my salt shaker from my pack.
He reaches over and kind of tink, shakes it.
What is happening?
We're bonding.
You see him sample it. Oh, it's actually pretty good.
He's a rather good cook.
Use a few more though. Shakes a bit more into it. So, what brings you all to this fine city? How long have you been here?
I
Oh,
just got back in this morning.
Yeah. I've been here a few weeks.
a bit less for me.
So, I don't remember when I got here.
We just got. I mean, 3 of us just got in a few days ago.
Oh,
Yeah. Came in on the caravan out of Iniktal. Yeah.
I think so.
Iniktal? Really? From the desert?
Yeah, we Dorgiran and I here, we like to, when we're downtime, we'll just guard some caravans through the desert. It's not too bad.
There was good work there.
We picked up a stray on our last one.
He's talking about you. Because it's like he's a cat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
How's that tower again?
Oh.
As he laughs, a jingle comes from his neck.
She,
You just see like real sharp nails.
Oh, I forgot about this game. I give him a collar.
Do you
You see
mind
him
helping
raise his hand and the collar's gone.
appreciate you.
It's no problem. I've had people make fun of me for my disposition as well.
Oh, we're
The
not,
nails are still out.
We're
Let's
not
not forget
poking
about
fun.
it.
He earns his. Don't even.
No. Well, good.
Yeah, just let me know next time you want to go cow tipping.
oh, that's right. You did say that.
And my arm is still a little sore.
That's on you. I will not apologize for that.
You're an unusual group.
It's
woke
called
me-
friendship.
She woke me up from my cat nap. Very suddenly.
I've made that mistake before. Yeah, actually, if you can believe it, cat that scratched me also got through the surface too. It hurt quite a lot.
It did. Oh, it's like they're claws, but they're like needles,
Yeah,
and they're thin, but just surprisingly painful.
mine felt like lava going across my arm. It
That
hurt
doesn't
quite a
sound
lot.
like just a normal claw.
It wasn't a normal claw. But, well, you deal with magical creatures, you get magical scratches, so...
This is true.
I don't have that yet. Ooh, can I do that?
I don't know.
I don't know, can you enchant claws?
Well, actually, yes. It's a special insignia you get that can actually apply it. Yeah. It's a magical tattoo. Actually, and you see him pull up his arm, you then see these runic tattoos across his arm. Some of these actually are what kind of enable me to do what I do. So,
How do you get those?
You go to a magic nail salon.
tattoo parlor, usually.
I'm talking about those.
Oh, true. But yeah, magical tattoos allow you to do.
I'll just
some
go
amazing
back to the
things.
kitchen.
So, where are you all from originally then? Start drinking mercy.
West. I'm just chasing. I'm just following the trail of a certain. Come on. Did we ever give that hag a name?
We have not. No.
Okay.
Well, I have given her a name,
Okay.
but you don't necessarily know her name.
No. Sorry.
It's okay.
Tee it up.
I just need to get a bar, but like sidebar. That was a terrible joke. No, I'm just been from the west, just traveling, following a trail. Like I spin a little bit.
I bring everybody out stew, but yours has gold flakes in it.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, hey, it's like me.
Did you
Since
do
you
the...
guys are such good friends, I'd
Mine doesn't look quite as delicate as yours.
I'll take them. If you want to swap bowls, I haven't
No,
finished
no,
mine yet.
no, you don't want to do that.
Hey,
It's quite all right. He
no.
offers to swap it out.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. I
You
don't.
see him just no expression change.
How does yours taste?
Inside check.
Go for it.
It's an extra little lever of crunch.
Exactly.
What did I get? 14. It's 20. Dirty 20. I'm gonna whisper about my stew.
Whisper.
Stew whisper.
When did you guys set this up? Is what I want to know. Were they like texting each other?
Oh. It's weird. Okay then.
How does his taste?
Fine.
Do you
Oh yeah.
notice it?
I was real insistent on that. Makes me really uncomfortable.
I mean, I made it, so I'm not gonna do it. I was just thinking, maybe I should, like, just in case, cast Purify food and drink.
I was just gonna ask you about that. Did you,
On your own food?
I didn't because I cooked it,
Right, okay.
but at the same time, I did walk away.
We had a bad experience recently, and it just...
They
Oh.
had a bad reaction to some cinnamon.
We did.
Never again will I ever have cinnamon.
It's gonna be problematic if we go for the brunch crowd. I started eating this too.
Now, what about yourselves?
I'm from Wilderfront.
Oh. I haven't been there, but I've heard of it. It's on the western front, west of Centralia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, near the Torringdine Woods. There used to be a healthy amount of trade going through there, if I remember correctly.
Uh-huh. Yeah, used to be.
Used to be.
Does it still?
No. Yeah, it still does.
Yeah.
Not as much, though.
Yeah, it's trickled down a bit since the world has shifted, but still decent enough to make a living.
Actually, come to think of it, I've heard of some things in the Torringdine Woods. That could be actually added to my list. I'll have to make note of that.
Okay.
Maybe a good chance to swing back here by your home.
Wonderful. Any interest in what were the woods with that guy that was talking in my head? What was that called?
Oh, yeah.
Side quest.
Yeah, so that was
Session 0.
True. That was east of Milvain. So yeah,
Okay.
south of Ortharm.
If there's anything of interest east of Milvain, south of Ortharm, in the woods there, close enough by. I didn't know if there was anything on your list.
No, not in particular. I mean, the borders of the Caligan Wood Forest is there, but I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I mean, there's a fort.
Yeah, there is a fort there. I heard tell of someone maybe doing some experiments out there. Didn't know if you were in contact. Needed.
No. I didn't know somebody lived out there.
Not quite in the fort, but outside it.
Oh. The eccentric do tend to make their homes in far off lands.
Sure.
But no, I haven't worked with anybody out there.
Well, it would be nice to visit home again. I've been away for quite a while. I took the long way here.
Oh. Long way being through
Through the
Centralia?
Ellis Forest and...
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, that would be the long way.
Yes.
I think you go south through the desert, but the desert also is not an easy place to travel.
Yeah, I figured I would stick to the roads and to the people that I know.
Speaking of the desert, though, so you lived in Iniktal?
I mean, yeah, we were in one of the fringe areas.
Any dealings with the kind of monarchy that lived there?
Not too much. Kind of kept to ourselves in our own group.
It's often for the best.
Heard, if you will. Yeah. It's where Dorgirin and I came from.
Oh. So, from Iniktal itself, then, or were you more of the wandering Minotaur tribes of the Kartu Desert?
More of the wandering tribes. We had dealings in Iniktal, but
Sure. It's kind of the, what they call it, the jewel of the desert.
it's something of the desert.
It's an interesting place. You know, there's rumor that the royalty themselves, they deal with genie.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens in the desert.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Do you want to put the map up?
Oh yeah, sure, I can put the map up. You know what? And for those on the stream,
I just know for me, like, I'm such a visual
He's
person.
got the map up right here, so that's
Yeah.
what
I
I'm
have
looking
it
at.
Oh,
too.
that's what
Oh,
I'm
nice.
like. I think we all have it up, and I was like, I feel very bad for anyone watching.
oh yeah, true.
You
You know
wanna
what?
Pull the minis off.
Let's pull the minis off, and I will pull. We'll go to the battle map, so you guys can see the map that I've made
That's
for
open.
Oh, is
our
it nice?
world. One of them anyway. One of the maps.
Yeah.
It should be
That's
this
right.
one.
Huh?
Misty Thicket, you gotta look out for that.
You do, yes.
Flip
It's-
that over, and
trying
let's
to
go
to force your way through the misty thicket is just.
Will.
I mean,
And
if
then
we
we
go
need to zoom
that way,
all the
we
way.
could
Hell of a
come up
forest.
through Misty Thicket.
We have to find a way to get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
It is,
Yeah.
it is the
worry.
ultimate goal, is it not?
Don't you worry.
Don't you worry.
whoa, phone. Whoa, just zoom. No, zoom out. Why is it still zooming in? Lambert, I need your help. It's still zooming in.
Oh no, I touched it. I'm sorry.
Oh.
This is hilarious on the
What's
screen.
happening?
I am so sorry.
Oh,
Is it where the camera's being grabbed?
Special
Like,
effects.
can you grab the,
Pretty
the
good.
arm a little bit? Maybe.
Well, it stopped.
Oh, it did. Okay, it did. Yes. All right.
Oh wait,
Let's.
hold on. What-
An
Okay,
earthquake
stop.
happened at
Nope.
this bridge.
It's doing it again.
right here.
Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay.
are you sure you want-
So then
Okay.
we'll go ahead and reposition a little bit to get more of the center of
No.
the.
So okay, I'm just gonna
Doing it
hit
again.
stop.
Totally professional, guys.
Definitely.
So this is actually
We
when
got
I'm gonna
this.
drop the
Well, I've never
connection.
had this happen before.
There you go. I'm just gonna not touch it. There you go. You do you.
Okay. You know what? This is a decent amount of the map. So
This is a great section where we're focusing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can get the big details we were dropping. Iniktal, Kartu Desert, Ortharm, Milvain, and then.
We're what? We're here?
Correct. Yes. No.
No, to
Sorry.
your-
You're Milvain. You're in Milvain.
Wait, then why did Corthu mention something about Milvain?
You're in Milvain.
We are.
Okay, I thought.
That's why he mentioned
So-
it. You were there.
Minotaurs.
Where am I?
and Bryn.
What is happening?
In my basement.
And
Also-
I'm from Opalus, which is right in front of you.
Right
Emily.
here.
Yeah, towards the no, it's happening again.
Right here.
What is going on with the camera? Just stop. You know
Oh,
what?
they couldn't
I will-
see any of them.
So, because the only way I can get it to do anything is if I hit stop.
Okay.
And so, like, it literally says,
Here.
"Are you sure right now?" So it's going to do it again.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm gonna drop the connection.
This is Bob.
Okay, I've stopped it. Now let's try it again.
Nice.
Technical difficulties. My
That
apologies.
is where I'm from.
We'll resume very shortly, hopefully. What is going on with this thing? All right,
Just
that's it.
they saw it. We're done now.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys saw the map.
Okay, I don't know what it's doing.
It's time to commit it to memory.
I will work out another
Keen
camera situation.
mind,
at some
everyone.
point.
Keen
Yep.
mind.
Keep in mind.
Yeah, keen mind.
Check out the VODs.
Yep. Yeah, if you pause it when we're talking about this at some point, pull up 2 tabs. There you go.
There you
I don't-
go.
Anyway, all right.
We'll
Actually, I think to be honest,
We'll share a picture later.
yeah,
Hold on.
I think the pictures are on the
Can I put the link in the?
in _ Astoria.
Can I put the link in the chat?
No, because I don't know if I have it published.
No, we'll take a screenshot. We'll make sure it's on the socials. So check out the socials.
There you go. Yeah,
Good
it's all
plug.
coming together. All right.
We
so,
definitely thought this out ahead of time.
I'm the marketing
Yes.
assistant.
So, as we left off. All right, zooming in again. I'm going back to full table. These things go crazy. All right. Plus, we do want to see the new art that our very own Matt created.
Yeah. Who's he?
Who's this Matt?
Don't.
Photoshop.
So,
Oh yeah, Photoshop. Just the best.
there was the subject of Kartu Desert dealing with the potential genies that were in the palace,
Yes, and chins.
and then
Actually, I do have a question for him. Have you ever heard of a place called Pharaoh Fall?
Pharaoh Fall. No, I haven't.
These bad news bugbears.
Bad news bugbears.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, it's just it's haunted. It's a haunted town.
Hold
Yeah.
Oh, is that the ruin on the map?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't go there.
Be fun.
Don't go there. I was just curious.
Usually ruined places have a bunch of undead, and undead are good to get rid of.
Is that
Okay, Will.
Is that like another one of your obsessions? Is that like you took classes majoring in hag and minoring in undead?
Listen, hags have caused a lot of problems in my life,
I could not believe that.
and the world is better with everyone that no longer exists.
The world is better with everyone that no longer exists. So indiscriminate murder, that's what you like.
Of hags.
But that's not everyone, that's hags.
No. The world is what?
The words you said were the world is better with everyone no longer in it.
No! The world is better with every hag that's gone.
Oh.
Every hag that is removed from this world makes it a better place. That's why I'm here. I'm chasing a hag, a particular hag.
Oh, you are?
Oh.
I think this is more I've ever gotten out of you. We sat by the campfire a lot.
What about this
I
hag?
like fire, and I stare at it. And emo solitude.
We can probably pick this up later if you want. All round the
I'm
fire.
wearing too many hats. It does not work today.
Why are you tracking this hag?
You just see me like spinning the little, because it still has the vial on my neck has like a finger in it, and it's.
Oh, that's a weird detail that we never picked up.
That definitely is.
I always play with it, and you never ask about it.
I was actually really wondering about that.
Well, why would I ask when you're playing with things? That's weird. That's your own personal business. Play with whatever you want.
No,
Is that the
that's
hag's
not-
finger?
no.
Whose finger is that?
Yes.
Okay.
So, someone very important and I got into a fight with one, and they cut this finger off, but did not make it out of the battle.
Someone
And-
important, like family?
Don't worry about that.
Wow.
I know what it's like to lose family.
Snippy.
I mean, she does ask some very direct
She doesn't.
She doesn't really like beat around the bush, you would
Yeah,
say.
she's going right through that wall.
charming.
Is that not the way?
No, you do you.
But yeah, so I came over from Ame. In the Kurthos region.
I've never been.
Very west. Is it west?
East, actually. Yeah.
I thought it just kept going west.
I mean, I guess eventually, if you go west, you'll get there.
You'll get there. Yeah, it's true.
Because, yeah. Oh, this entire time was in my head that it was to the west.
You know what? I need to review the world map.
I've never seen the whole world map.
Just
I've
be
only
careful.
seen the 3.
Yeah, what's the problem? I drew it in sections, so I've placed it like once, and I've never actually gone back after that. So anyway,
Oh.
Just be careful with your eyes, they tend to zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
made many maps in Incarnate, and I never really placed them. So anyway,
Yeah, it's an archipelago to the west. That's now canon.
there you go.
Cool.
Oh yeah, because I came in through Star Cities.
Star Cities, yeah.
Oh, I do know that. Yeah, it's the major port hub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just travel with groups and provide protection and following the trail until the day I find her, and then we'll go from there. And getting rid of any hags in the way. Creepy smile.
Why were you following her in the first place?
Because she killed my important person.
I meant why were you and your person?
Oh, we were exploring a cave and came across her, and she did not take kindly to that, and left me there to barely alive. And then that's when came into and I like fucked around or messed around with the blood magic stuff.
Sorry for your loss.
That explains the haunted hours.
It does.
But not the emo haircut.
I mean, it's probably just easier to keep it kind of shaggy like that, cut it.
You just hold it and just...
Yeah.
That much.
With the claws, which is
Yeah,
why
Like
it's...
once a month, you just
Yeah, just keep running.
I get it, yeah. This is hard to maintain, to be honest.
it's too much
I
work.
believe it, but it looks so dapper.
Thanks.
That's why I
Sorry,
just
but
go-
you were saying... You,
And that's all there is. So that's why I was asking
It's
if
rough.
you've heard any tales. Last I heard, she was moving this way. If you heard any tales of hags in the area, besides the one to the north, that is no more.
I mean, people hear stories about hags from time to time, but it's mostly just, hag in the woods, taking kids.
Yeah, they always blame things on hags. It's not always them. It's very hard to find fact from fiction.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of the times, though, people also tend to blame things they don't understand, too.
That's right.
And I'm not saying that hags are good creatures by their nature, by any means.
No,
but-
they're evil.
Well, there might be some, like, exceptions. Not that I've
I-
ever encountered them, but...
I agree. You
Trying to
can't
sound
always
like
judge
her.
a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Yeah, Bob, don't ever judge a book by its cover.
Yes, you can.
Alright.
I don't think so.
I'll never do that. This band is pretty good.
I don't hear anything.
What?
It must be outside.
Oh, that was
maybe.
me humming in your head. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I forgot.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
So what is that about?
Yeah, what's your story?
Oh, yeah. You like to ask all the right questions.
Why are you here?
What's it made of? How does it work? How does it die?
I imagine I died just like all of you, except I'm a little more squishier than some of you.
Yeah.
I left to Wilderfront to find my place in the world. It wasn't where I grew up. That was made abundantly clear.
They're from?
Yes.
Oh. Where'd you grow up?
Wilderfront.
I thought you said it wasn't the place where you grew up.
No, it wasn't my place in the world.
Oh, I understand.
So what's your like ultimate goal? You're traveling, finding yourself, and then
I don't know yet. I haven't found it yet.
all right, well, keep traveling with us, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. You guys are a little intense with the killing and what have you.
Yeah, but I mean,
You become numb to it after a while.
you got to break a couple of eggs, right?
I don't know if I want to become numb to it.
I mean, not everybody becomes numb to it, but some
It's
of
a
us
thing
do.
that has to be done.
Some of us do
Does it?
have an urge stronger than the others.
I'm pretty sure every time he kills someone, he cries one single tear.
Oh.
I've seen it.
Yeah, so do I.
I do in the corner though, so you don't see it. Why were you looking at me while I was in the corner?
Well, I'm very perceptive.
Real quick, speaking of the whole mind, how much is like a mind shielding enchantment?
Oh, we make rings for that.
Yep.
It won't stop me from other things. Just stop me from talking.
Rings of mind shielding, they are 16,000 gold pieces.
Oh, that sounds right. Sidebar. I'm actually reading it. It's actually really OP. I didn't realize that until I already decided to ask the question.
Yeah, I didn't have the best childhood. I really only had one friend and decided we would have a better chance out in the world.
We're your friends now. Me especially.
Well, yes.
I don't know about him.
I don't know about him either.
That was so perfect.
I was reading. That's not fair.
Are we friends?
Absolutely.
Well, you taught me sneaking, and I do appreciate that.
Yeah. I'll teach you a whole lot more.
Well, if you ever want to learn this, then I bring out my balls of light and start juggling with them. Or something similar.
Yeah.
I might be
Actually,
able to teach you.
You see, create 4 balls of light as well. It's a good trick
It is.
and
I
useful
love it.
too.
Do you feel like you keep sitting
Definitely,
on her?
especially when you're in
Stop.
dark
I'm
places.
getting like this weird vibe.
I've been in many of them, unfortunately,
I think
but
it's just really similar.
Yeah,
dispel it.
me too.
A lot in
Not
common.
all of them, and not all of them are physically dark places either.
How did you get your gift?
I don't actually know. I just know that I've had it ever since I can remember, and it amused my father, but my mother just saw it more of a curse. So they left me at a temple, and I haven't ever seen them since, to be honest. I have very fond memories of my father, though. We used to play with the glowing balls of light, but I found some semblance of a family, but I don't really think I ever quite fit in. I was always odd. And, you know, there's Ashara.
Ashara?
My friend. She just kind of talks to me sometimes.
Interesting. Is it a voice in your head?
Kind of. It's like she's here with me always.
This explains so much.
No. I'm sorry for being abandoned. I've felt that way quite a lot in my life as well. But even if that did happen, well, not if, even though that did happen, it doesn't change that you are a special person and that you still have someone that cares about you greatly.
Yes, the Ashara will never leave me.
You feel this kind of warm sensation over your body, almost as though you're being hugged.
Wait, you got one too?
Oh, no. I don't know exactly what it is, but I have practices in the arcane, so I'm familiar with extraplanar entities and all that.
What do you know about frost?
Frost, like just ice?
Like, is there a plane of frost?
Oh, absolutely. There's a few, actually. There was the Frostfell, and then specific to this land there's another demiplane where tales are told that an archfey rules.
What's their name?
Well, they go by many names, but I think Jack Frost is his preferred moniker.
That's adorable. Great marketing.
It's a pretty good name.
From what I've heard, he's one of 4 different archfey. The others being the Marquess, who is the archfey of winter. I'm sorry, fall. Her realm is one attuned much to kind of earthen magics and things of that nature. There was the archfey of summer, Yantir Kwan. From what I've heard, quite showboaty. Very shows of strength, that kind of thing. And then the Archfey of Spring, Celestia. From what I've heard, she is very
It's a good time.
charming.
It's on the screen behind you.
How about that? You guys can't see it, I'm sorry.
Yantir Kwan was a he or a she?
A he. Yes.
Pronouns are important.
What kind of frost magic were you speaking of in particular?
Frosted tips.
Yeah, JT.
This guy. And I'll, bring forth some of it with my hand.
You see him look at it, and the kind of interwoven black and blue magic kind of looks at it, and if you don't mind, I could take a closer look.
Yeah, I guess.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy! It's gonna be good.
I'm just watching him do the magic. I'm trying to learn as much as I can from the way he does it.
7.
Let's go.
And you're dead.
We're all dead.
It's definitely the stew. If anybody has to, it's the stew.
Yeah. Indigestion.
What was that?
Who's what?
The stew, huh?
Actually,
We're very. We'll come back to
It
that.
was just a rabbit stew.
you take 7 points of psychic damage before he's even reached over to touch you,
Ooh.
and he just sees you kind of recoil. Are you all right?
Yeah, that was not good.
I haven't actually looked yet.
Best leave it alone then.
Something is...
Do you not normally hurt people when you touch them?
No. I don't.
You got a room for that? Is that...
It's interesting. Well, I can look into this.
It's nothing to worry about. I'm sure it's probably just a headache from a stew.
Well, hey,
I'd appreciate
it's
it
a hard
if you
stew.
could. I worry.
What? What are you worried about?
Something that causes you pain just from looking at it doesn't sound normal or safe.
It's the stew. I'm sure of it.
Do I believe him?
I mean, you guys can deception insight check off if you want.
I bet it's.
I don't want to just yell inside check.
No, it's fine.
It's so fun though.
It is.
I bet it'll go away on its own, right?
I mean, that was a 15.
That was a 9.
21.
Okay.
My +5 didn't do good there.
Nope. So, you can tell he's definitely lying to you.
I say in his head, please continue to research. I would greatly appreciate it.
He responds back, I will. I may have an idea about this already.
Two were doing the eye thing again. It's really weird.
I'm not looking at him, I'm looking at you.
Oh, you were looking at
It's called romance.
No, I do think you're right. I think it was him.
Are you picking this up?
No, I mean
I'm
no.
laying it on pretty thick.
I truly mean no offense, but I'm not
Get it.
interested.
Get it.
What?
Get it.
It's
Stop it!
It's
All of you!
It's totally okay.
There's several rooms
I am
upstairs.
so sorry.
it's fine. I do find you interesting, but purely in a platonic fashion. There's no.
It's fine.
Nope. We're on Twitch. It doesn't miss. We're not looking. I can't say it.
Oh, it's fine. Just pretend we're not even here.
Rin is so red. Like, she's just like pink to her ears. Just like, and it's so dramatic against her white hair.
Right.
So we're not wrong.
Oh no, I got a really high insight.
Well, you're not the only one that I mess with. I'll make a little wreath of flowers appear on top of her head.
I gust it away.
Can't,
It has no effect.
It's an illusion.
it's an illusion
Oh,
on your
shit.
head.
That's right.
So now your hair's just billowing in the wind with the flowers. You gave yourself your own like pinup stand.
I run behind her and I like this, and my cape of billowing starts to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate you all.
That's quite. I think that's quite
Hold on.
enough.
Oh, it's not there anymore. Tinkle, tinkle.
Do you want it every day? Every
Do
hour?
you want to
Every
wreath
day?
do you want to wreath the flowers every day with your hair billowing in the wind?
I did the hair billowing on accident.
I guess we should probably be adults, but
Are
Absolutely,
you capable?
children.
it's really, really hard.
I don't spend a
Yes,
lot of time around
barely.
people. Is this not how you adult?
Dog Aaron and I are very disappointed in the both of you, for sure.
What was Dorgaren's moon goddess's name?
Oh, it was Keymind.
You don't have that. Just so
True.
we're all clear, he doesn't have that.
I feel like
It
I should-
still
Wait, he
works.
said her name. Hold on.
Yeah, he has. I just
He
don't
said
take
it a
notes,
bunch
and
of
you
times,
do.
yeah.
While that is searched for, Corfer then turns to you. So, this was wonderful stew.
Yeah, thanks.
Since we're all sharing, may I ask what your story is about?
Me?
Sure.
I'm from Oculus. I came here
Oh, we
recently.
don't know.
Working for Rose, saving up money, trying to move north. That's about it. Pretty boring, really.
What about that jewelry store that you ran?
You ran a jewelry store.
What about it? Yeah.
How did you? I mean, you said it. You said that seems pretty interesting.
You've alluded to a much more interesting past than that.
You had a jewelry store.
I did.
Do you still have access to these jewels? And
Not anymore, no.
I'm
Bit of a failed business venture.
How'd it fail?
Well, sometimes things just don't work out. They're not in the cards. So, here I am. Living my best life,
Okay.
living a dream.
Is it overusing it to yell insight check?
Is it overusing it?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes.
I was like,
I'm
Do
gonna
it too.
continue to try and make it. Do I believe
Oh.
him? Do I trust this? Do I hear this?
apparently you're very believable because I,
I mean,
rolled a 3.
Essentially, I am being honest. I'm just being
Well, you're hiding some things.
cagey about it.
Yeah.
That's fine. I know I have a negative one.
Oh, right.
12.
12.
Interesting.
But it goes to him, though.
It does. Yeah. So you're like, well, you know what? Yeah. But yeah, you two
Well,
are
if it-
essentially at the impasse where you're not certain. You can't quite tell, but you know there's something off, but you can't put your finger on it.
Yes, so. That's
Does-
me. I sure would like to get up towards, Centralia, around that region.
Does
Got some
he ever do
friends that live
insight
there.
checks?
You do?
He
some
hasn't.
friends I made through, merchants and stuff.
He
Maybe
could.
your friends know my friends.
That'd be great. That would help out a lot.
It would. That would be wonderful.
I've made quite a few, friends along the way. I just would like to maybe open a tavern there.
In Centralia.
Yeah, or some sort of shop. I don't know.
You
Why
can
so
always-
far away?
Well, it's just where I know.
Oh, what?
There's different people that'll help me out.
The world's smaller than you think it is.
That's true. It does get smaller.
It just
seems
get
like every day.
littler as you travel.
Yeah.
Why would you take such a roundabout way? Why don't you just go through the desert if you're going north?
I definitely probably will. The only reason I'm not there now is I didn't have the coin to back it up. That's kind of an expensive trip. Also, what do you do once you get there? You gotta get on your feet and stuff.
I mean, you could
When I
also
ran
just,
into Rose, and
you could just run this place and be the best pub in town.
Yeah, you could be the best night manager around.
You could,
That's
or this
true, but at the same time, you gotta have,
dreams and aspirations.
yeah, you gotta have bigger goals and such.
It could
Things
be
to
that
shoot for.
this is a good traveling for you.
It could be. I didn't know I was gonna run into you folks.
Maybe it's a franchise situation.
See, now you're thinking. That's pretty good. So, if we're all gonna continue traveling together, we should probably name the group at some point.
Are we going to continue traveling together?
Why wouldn't we? You're trying to start a corporation with me 2 seconds ago.
Well, I'm just making sure everyone's interested. Do we have to kill all the time?
Yes. I don't know.
Not always, no.
It's a situation.
I
It will
really
be
never did it
situational.
until the other day.
I
And
just,
technically, I've yet to kill something.
that's true. Me too. I've never.
No, you usually run away. I just need to know that you're going to be behind us and helping us when things hit the fan.
Listen, just
you're not going
because
to
you
abandon us.
don't have the ability to see my magic does not mean I'm not helping everyone.
I'm just saying, the fight
Should I?
in the
Oh yeah, you should probably go.
Okay.
what? No.
It was so nice meeting you.
It was very nice meeting you. All
I'm
of you.
so sorry.
Oh no, it's quite all right.
All of this.
Tell you what, before you head out tomorrow, whenever you head out, I'll have your list ready for you.
Great.
Wonderful.
Much appreciated.
Sure.
If you ever want to, get rid of that little tower,
I tell you what,
Right here.
I will set it in the back and make sure no one else purchases it. I will set it on reserve for you.
that layaway then,
Goals and
Okay.
aspirations.
I'll take it.
Can we? So unfortunately, Dorgaren cannot be with us. Can we ask a question for him as far as that rock or something like? Or can we just ask questions for him, or should we let it go?
Asking DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
'Cause I know, like,
imagine
he's-
Jake would be curious about the rock.
Yes, that's exactly it.
We forgot to mention this earlier. Dorgaren, give me your rock.
and his mace, right? It's a mace.
The
That's
maul.
It's a
maul.
maul.
What's the difference between a mace and a maul?
Mace, maul.
Yeah.
One hand, two hand.
Yeah.
I feel like you have a two-handed mace. Whatever. Okay, irrelevant. Irrelevant. Sorry.
According to D&D, different.
Okay.
Irrelevant.
Interesting finds. So this rock Huh.
It's a moon rock.
See him kind of holding it. Oh yeah, brother. There we go. Thanks, Rick.
My moon goddess gave it to me.
Yeah.
She put it in my path.
I was actually really impressed with my.
You did good.
Wasn't bad.
So,
You've been listening to Jake.
I've had 1.5.
are you familiar with Moonstone as a gem?
Absolutely, yes.
I mean, I like pull out my scimitar. Oh, it's moon touch, not moonstone.
True.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, that's actually
But
similar
it's
kind of
made out of the
magic.
same stuff, I'm pretty sure.
She's
These-
the goddess of the moon.
Yeah.
He says.
So
Oh no.
these rocks, these stones, are from the moon. The second one, which I don't know if anyone's actually settled on the name yet. It's been this kind of matter of debate.
Oh, that's a new one, yeah?
I think the front runner right now is Luciana,
That's right, we do that.
but I don't know if it's been fully decided upon in kind of the academia circles. But, yeah, they are, well, similar to Story in the sense that they have an ability to be wielded and molded. If it is so desired, I could potentially try to craft these together to potentially enhance them all.
Dorgiran, do you want to do that?
Oh.
Yes, Dorgaren. Say if that is something you want. Oh, he's actually in chat.
Yeah.
We
There were-
can, if he doesn't respond in chat,
Yeah,
we can
we'll-
always
we'll
circle
give you an
back like
answer.
it was retrograde.
It will take me better part of a day to be able to complete this.
Well, we'll still be here, so.
What are the downsides of
Enhance
that?
them all for sure.
Yeah.
Are there any downsides of this action?
Well, you would lose this second moonstone, so
I don't think he cares so much about that.
I mean, because he'll still
I mean,
have
what,
them
Dorgiran?
both.
How much would it cost?
Enhance them
Honestly-
all for sure.
given the ability of working with such fine material, I would do this for free. It is not often you find rocks from the moon.
So his
It's
exact
also
words.
a bit of a challenge.
His exact words are enhance them all for sure.
Yeah. yeah.
For sure, brother.
I think that he might appreciate carrying around one item instead of two. One of them being
Totally.
not a weapon.
He is actually speechless at your generosity,
Hmm.
and just has no words to convey his thanks.
But you would have to take them all with you, correct?
I would, yes.
For how long?
A day.
Better
day.
part of a day.
He's got hand axes and a javelin.
I mean, he's got his
and,
fists too. Have you seen
yeah,
those
Right.
things?
Yeah,
He's also got the
giant, yeah. It's a big old
What's he
got?
yeah.
stabbies.
You know,
You got horns, I got claws. What?
head daggers.
Head dagger.
Right, he's got those head daggers.
Also horns.
I
think,
like head daggers better.
I think we can lay low for a
A
day.
day, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to be laying low tomorrow.
Who are you fighting tomorrow?
We're gathering information. We
gotta
aren't
talk to
killing
people
anyone
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
I know.
We're
I know.
greeting our friend tomorrow.
We have a busy day, but it's not.
Murder people
Confrontational.
day, yeah.
You have company coming?
We do.
We do have a diplomat coming in tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh,
diplomat.
yeah.
We have to help kind of
Oh,
show them around a
actually-
little bit, introduce them.
It might be interesting for you to know. There's someone who knows about those crystals that we gave you. We met him in our travels, and it might be interesting for you to meet him when he comes tomorrow.
If
He's
they
a-
know more about the crystals, I'd absolutely love to meet them.
He's a bit of a fan of discretion.
I'm as well, to be honest. Granted, I do like to make an appearance in my shop, but I don't really head out from there too much. In fact, I really should be getting back to it.
No
That's
worries. Maybe we'll bring him by the shop. That way you won't have to leave.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Okay. Well, I'll bring these items back to the shop. Come see me tomorrow. I'll try to have it wrapped up. If you stop by later in the day, that would probably be better. But I'll get to work on it tonight.
Did he do the door?
What's that?
Did he do the thing for Rose's door?
The enchantment? Yeah. Oh no.
Okay.
Just came for a friendly meal and visit.
Just for a meal. Okay.
So, in regards to the door, I'll get to work on that after I've wrapped up this work with them all.
Well, here, if you'd like, instead of just doing the tag back and forth, just meet us back here tomorrow night for dinner again, and you can bring back them all and do the door and have dinner.
List and all this stuff.
It would. I would want to do the work on the door overnight, so I wouldn't have to leave my shop for terribly long during working hours.
Okay.
But
So do you want us to bring the door to you? Or does it
no,
need to be
no,
on the
no,
hinges?
that's okay. I prefer to do the enchantment here.
Okay.
I have some ideas. I saw the elven kind of vine patterns woven into it. I think I might be able to work with that.
Thought you might.
Yeah, it's granted, I prefer working with stone, but I have my means.
Credit.
Didn't even mean it.
But we'll definitely bring him by tomorrow to visit.
Great. Well, you all have a good night. He stands up, and you hear the floor creak beneath him. Apologize for taking up too. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time, but
Not at all.
No.
good. Well, you all good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
On the morrow.
See him walk out. Again, ducks and shuts the door behind himself.
He's totally not an elf.
Yeah, probably not. That doesn't seem like normal.
Do you think he's like
Yes.
the other guy that represents the ogres that I cannot recall his name?
Is it
Visigour.
Visigor.
It's possible.
He's probably hiding some part of his appearance.
I think it's more of a. I think he is.
Well, you
Who
know-
he is. I think it's more of a.
Was he half elf?
Yeah.
He could be half elf, half Goliath or something.
Yeah, we didn't really ask the other half.
No, we didn't.
I think
was
it's
a mistake.
rude. No, I think that's rude.
That's rude to you?
Yeah.
What is that Visigor?
Yeah, you can't really go, what are you? That's
yeah,
really
that's
rude.
Kind of rude.
Should ask some questions.
Not rude ones.
Okay, you guys want to talk about being rude? I do not need any of your assistance.
In
Oh.
romance?
Yes.
Okay, well, you live in your land.
I just thought it was some lighthearted jibing, but I mean, I'm sorry if you took it personal.
Little poke here and there, you know, you do that.
That was a lot. That was a lot of.
Theatrics?
Yes.
They were great though.
But don't you like to do
Theatrics?
pranks and such? You're just giving it a little back.
Yeah. You've put a bell on me. I don't know how many times.
Completely off topic. If Dorgiran and I ever opened a tavern,
I thought even the bell was off topic.
I want to call it the Moon and Mall.
No, it's
okay?
hot topic.
So I just want Dorgiran to know that.
So really what you're saying is if Dorgiran decided to open up a tavern,
Yeah, with me, I would run it.
you would run it? Would you be the night manager?
I'd be all the managers. I'd be the daytime manager.
That's a pretty serious commitment.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm thinking about stuff. Future.
Entrepreneurial.
But you
mind.
only want to open a tavern with Dorgarian.
Oh, he's my new best friend. Maybe we could all
I
have.
thought she was your new best friend.
No, she's also my friend. But, I don't know. I'm just
not-
trying things out here.
But not best friend. Remember that.
No. Yeah.
I mean,
So
There's tears.
I feel
here.
like before we leave town the next time,
Oh,
we're gonna move away from. Before we leave town the next time, we should find a cook and a front of house person for Rose, so she can actually take care of the people that want to come in here.
would you like me to make up a sign?
How are we gonna pay
Like
for
a
that?
help wanted sign?
By the people that come in here. How much does a server make in a day? How much is a
I don't know.
or how much
What
is a
is-
front of house
What's the going
and a
rate?
cook?
Would I know?
So we'd be looking at the hireling chart essentially.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know offhand, but we can look at that.
Okay.
I think
So-
it's like a silver a day or something like that. It's not too expensive for unskilled labor. For skilled labor, it's more expensive. But
What
I
is
don't
a
know
cook?
what is offhand. A cook would be skilled. A server would be unskilled.
Right.
So is it like a server or a front of house? Are they different? Are they the same? I actually don't know in this world.
Server's considered front of house.
Yeah.
I guess so. I was thinking like all of the above. Server, host, you know, they need to have a little bit of charisma.
True.
We can make
so.
We can make up some signs tomorrow. If Rose wants. I mean, it is her tavern after all.
It's true.
Yeah, we'll
Bless-
talk to her
bless
because
Stuart's heart.
she's worked enough in her life, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So we can if she can just sit back and enjoy the world, and you know, this is her nest egg.
Well, I would let that be up to Rose. So,
She's probably asleep by now because it's, it's not morning.
yeah.
So if you were to run, here we go. If you were to run a tavern, we would essentially use the inn stats. So it's 5 gold pieces per day
For everything?
for 1 skilled hireling and 5 untrained.
Why do you need that? I just want one and one.
Because that's
We're gonna leave it at 5 just to make it easy.
Because that's like an actual inn. This is like a kind of inn.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like everything I've ever seen, they have.
So we'll say 2 gold pieces a day then.
Okay.
In light.
Wait, you said how many laborers?
You'd have 1 skilled and then 5 unskilled.
5 unskilled.
But you. Something to think about. 2 gold a day. We can afford 2 gold a day until they actually
You know what?
get the.
I changed my mind. 3.
3.
Yeah. 3 seems more fair because, like, okay, so you have the unskilled ones, they're get paid less, but you still have the maintenance cost of actually running the place, so 3 gold pieces a day.
Oh, like food and drink.
Exactly.
Because I think she gets the traffic to make this make sense, but she can't single-handedly keep up with everything. And we can't always be here.
I mean, you know, Bogsy over here is definitely going to be going, you know, north after a while.
Yeah, this was never long term. She do that. I was just helping out.
But you see the work we've done in a night.
It's because I
She's
showed
done
up
in a
here
night.
in the middle of the night. I didn't have any money. She let me stay here and work it off.
She's so
And
sweet.
then I just kept staying here and kept working it off. So. Anyway, you guys want to name the group? Or should we wait until Dorgirin wakes up?
Should probably wait till Dorgirin's up.
Yeah.
I
We
got some
can
great
we can
names.
always like workshop some names.
We definitely could.
Because at one point you were giving us a name a day.
I was, yeah. I've got lots of names.
See episodes
Think
1
about
through
it.
3.
I think about it all the time.
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
Marketing.
Dorgirin in his sleep.
We hear it bellow from upstairs. I got you for 3 minutes.
All right. Well, maybe we just reconvene in the morning or something.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yes.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah, I still kind of have a headache from the stew.
I'm real sorry
Uh-huh.
about that. I thought I put those metal flakes in his. Maybe I put them in yours.
You put metal flakes
Just
in the stew?
Just into one bowl.
Why? Why would you do that?
Please tell me you at least cleaned them before you put them in there.
No.
I still want the why.
Well,
Making my own
our new
food.
friend was eating gold flakes. I thought you might want to try it.
But you were very insistent on it being me.
Well, you're a bit of a fancy boy, isn't she?
Am I?
Isn't she?
I think so.
Isn't she? I think is what he said.
That's what I
not
said.
she.
I said, isn't she? Not isn't she?
Inch ya.
It's a bit more
I got you for 3 inches.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, me too.
Aw.
I just like storm away over to the fire and find a chair.
I'll go to bed, but I'll talk to Ashara a little bit. Make sure she was okay with everything that I talked about today. And I never really talked about you, but it felt right.
It did. I think we're getting closer to you finding more about me. We're not quite there yet, but I don't want to scare you.
You could never scare me, Ashara.
Well, when you were a child, I thought I would, and I've been shy and reserved about my history.
That's fine. You'll tell me when you're ready.
Soon. Bits,
Good night.
bits anyway, but yes. Good night. And the deer.
Ooh,
I wondered if that was going to
you
happen.
poked the bear.
You didn't say anything back to me last time.
As you lie down and nurse the headache you've been given, you once again wake up, and you at first think that this is the same sand deserts that you saw once before, clawing for almost dear life. But as you feel the cold sweep across you, you see that the blinding light that you see in front of you is not from sand dunes, but from winter and snowbanks. And you feel the wind cutting through you. And you hear this shrill, high screech as the winds pick up. Not again.
What do you mean?
There's no response.
It's very talkative.
But as you wake up, you still feel a chill as you see that you're in a cold sweat.
Can I do like a little magic-y on my hand? Does that still happen?
It's still there.
Alright. I won't ask anymore. At least him. Said I won't ask him anymore.
Before I go to bed, Bob wants to take out the that note that I stole. That's written in Thieves' Cant. A little story about a bug bear, or a bug and a bear, whatever it was.
At this point, we can say it's separate from the other players, or from the other characters rather. So, the contract on you.
Yes, the contract that is on me.
Yep.
I take it out. I look at it, and I look at the candle next to my bed that's lit. Go back and forth, and I'm gonna roll. And if it's a 1 to 10, I burn it. If it's an 11 to 20, I'll put it back.
Okay.
I put it back. And that is it.
Okay.
I also want to attune my broom, but I think I'm gonna put an option out on the socials for ideas of what the command word should be.
Ooh, interesting.
And I'll, take some suggestions, crowdsource a word for that, I
Okay.
think.
Cool.
So, watch for that on the social.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Rainier.
Ooh.
Surprised face. Yes.
As you're sleeping, you swear you'd almost hear this tapping sound. Like something touching glass.
Oh, God.
You feel a rattling, a small vibration on your chest as you wake up. You see the finger moving within the flask before it stops. You're not entirely certain if you were dreaming. You're not entirely certain if it actually did happen, but there's that sinking feeling that what transpired wasn't just a dream.
That's a new one.
And we'll go ahead and leave it there for the episode.
Ooh, intrigue.
As you sleep.
Yeah. Dorgaren, as you sleep. It's pretty restful.
Pretty good.
Pretty great sleep.
Pretty good sleep.
Yeah. So, we'll go ahead and call it there for the episode. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Does anybody have any announcements they want to talk about? I know we kind of ask this pretty much every week, but there's really not much yet.
I can't wait to see that outro. I'll tell you
Okay.
that.
All right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Good one. A reminder that I need to do the outro.
Yeah. Keep an eye on the socials for my poll for the command word for Rin's new flying broom.
Yes,
Guys,
absolutely.
so excited.
And for my new tower.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah.
We're not ready yet.
Yeah. But once again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Gilding Light, for the space to stream, Sirenscape, and Arcane Forge for the music. 2 announcements regarding some upcoming streams. Crystal Quest, as hopefully you guys have seen on Gilding Light, is streaming on the page on Mondays at 7 p.m. And, bum-ba-da-bum, drum roll please, we have a news show starting on Saturdays My good friend Kurt is running a show. Get this right. Champions of Eclipsia, which is Saturday at 1 Pacific. And that's Kurt. He's running it. He's an awesome dude, and awesome DM. I played in some of his games offline. Should be super fun. And last but not least, Actroki also starting up soon again. I think. They will be starting tomorrow. Great. So that'll be 6 p.m. Pacific, and they'll be with Peter Adkinson and crew tomorrow. So tune in. We've got quite the lineup on Gilding Light now. We've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. We'll see if we can get some more in soon. But once again, thank you all for tuning in. And I will go ahead and actually remember the outro this time. And again, thank you very much.
Hey, Tibor, there's an outro?
There is, yes. Yes, as I've been reminded now thrice times. So.
Oh, is that what happened while it's gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So.
I was wondering why I got such a death glare.
Yeah. Like, dude, seriously. But we'll go ahead and outro. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.